Hey guys, Jarek here, and welcome to some Black Ops 2. I haven't played this game in a while. I felt like playing some. It's not going to stick around for too long. I will be going back to Battlefield Hardline soon. But, you know, I just kind of felt like playing it, and I wanted to get it out of my system. So I jumped into some gun game for a few matches. Let's just go ahead and talk about gun game for a little bit. Why isn't this a standard game mode in every shooter ever? It seems like such an easy thing to implement compared to the regular game modes. You don't really need to worry about weapon balance. You don't need to worry about team imbalances. You just set up a linear path of guns and you unlock them. Some companies have picked up on this, but the only three major titles I can think of that even has gun game is just, of course, Counter-Strike. It started the whole thing. I love Counter-Strike for popularizing this game mode. Counter-Strike, Battlefield, and Call of Duty. In Battlefield, they seem to be hit and miss with it. They added it in Battlefield 3. They're going to be adding it back into Battlefield 4, and I will be reinstalling Battlefield 4 just for gun game. I love this game mode so much. I had no plans to play Battlefield 4 ever again for a very long time. You know, I just don't really care how the maps are designed. They're so wide open. I'm an infantry in your face person, and Battlefield 4 is just such a vehicle heavy game and sniper heavy game that, you know, I just wasn't okay with it. And they may have improved it and made the game better now, but you can't change the maps as much as I would like them to be changed. So really I'll just be jumping back in for some gun game, which unfortunately looks like it's still going to be the same domination maps, but hey, you know, gun game. I will put up with it for some gun game, and I will probably greatly enjoy my time, because I really do love this game mode. And I'm still, like I said, I wonder why it's not a standard game mode. I wish quote-unquote party games in serious shooters were the standard thing. I mean, Treyarch has always kind of picked up on this. They usually have 4 or 5 different game modes or so where it's not the usual stuff, and I really respect Treyarch. I actually really like both gun game and sharpshooter. Gun game was not their original design. Maybe sharpshooter was. Correct me if I'm ignorant about this, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure Treyarch came up with that idea of just swapping weapons every 45 seconds. Just really simple ideas can be a lot of fun. And I really wish shooters would also pick up on that, where you don't need to have so much filler in your game. You don't need to have an overabundance of content like Battlefield 4. Granted, a lot of guns in Battlefield 4 are the same damn thing. Why do we have 8 different versions of the Galil in this game? That's an over-exaggeration, but getting to my point, there's just too much content. And you don't need UCAVs flying all over the place or any of this nonsense. The reason I don't really like all this extra filler being... Oh, wow, I actually managed to walk into lava, burst into flame, and humiliate myself. That's kind of embarrassing. The reason I don't like having all this extra content in the game, it adds this element of randomness that you can't really predict for, and you can't get good at a game if there are so many things inside of it that you can't predict or know how to respond to. I had no warning that UCAV was going to fly out of the air into me. I mean, there's really nothing you can do about stuff like that. And that's why I do genuinely like simple games. That's why something like Halo 1 was such a great competitive game, or even Halo 2 or Halo 3. You have a map, you have weapons on the map. If they have the rocket launcher, you know they have the rocket launcher, it's not there. You know exactly what's going on, and I don't really care for map control. I'd rather be able to spawn and do what I wish. But you don't have that extra element of randomness. And I feel like adding in that extra bit of randomness really is what makes a game not competitive. I feel like keeping the game simple is detrimental to making a competitive game successful. And really, just simple things can be a lot of fun. I mean, gun game, great example. You just cycle through a bunch of guns, and then you win or you lose. You know, somebody wins eventually. Although, I did think it's a little bit strange that Call of Duty took it the approach to make it free-for-all. Perhaps it should have been free-for-all the entire time. Counter-Strike has always had teams, so... I don't know. They kind of felt like changing it. Maybe it fits better. Who knows? The things I would like to see changed with gun game, and Battlefield 3 actually did this, and I loved them for it, is having gun game be a little bit different. It's always the same guns over and over again when it comes to Call of Duty. And with pretty much any other game that has it. Same thing with Counter-Strike, with the exception of custom servers. But Battlefield 3, you know, you have the option to make it randomized. And I really, really hope... I don't know how this guy didn't commit suicide. I really, really hope that Battlefield 4 will give people that are hosting servers that same option. To make gun game not the same thing over and over again. If you wanted to make a gun game with pistols only, you could do that. And then have the next round be gun game with snipers only, or shotguns only, or just cycle out different weapons. Make it not feel so repetitive, playing the same thing but on different maps. Multiplayer games you know, they can be a bit repetitive at times, less repetitive than campaigns, but, you know, do anything you can to take away that element of repetitiveness, and it'll make your game a lot more fun. But hey, got 21 kills, supposed to only get 20, but I ran into lava like an idiot. So, there's been some more gun game. I hope you guys have enjoyed some Black Ops 2. Like I said, not going to be posting a whole lot of this, but I just wanted to post some, because I really wanted to play some Black Ops 2 again. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you later.